Hey YouTube, it's Lauren here. I have a few minutes to myself, so I figured I'd jump on and make a quick video. Well, it's probably not going to end up being quick because it's a tag that I've been super tempted to do for a long time, but I haven't had the guts to do, so blah, 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 blah. So we're going to do it today. I have my lovely hot chocolate, my Hogwarts mug. Ooh, still hot, but good. And I have the tag questions here. And I guess let's get started. All right, question number one, if I can find it. Okay, how did you find out about AuthorTube? I don't know if I can pinpoint like a specific time that I found out about AuthorTube. I started out watching a lot of beauty videos and makeup reviews and anti-hauls and all that good shit. And so I was kind of like in the depths of YouTube when I discovered I don't even know who was my first author to watch. There are a few that I'll link down below, but I really love Jenna. She's awesome, and I finished The Savior's Champion, which I want to talk about. Maybe I'll make a whole video on that. Maybe I'll do like a favorites or something, but that was a great novel. But I love her videos, and I like Kristen Martin's vlogs a lot. Those are always fun to watch. And of course, as soon as I'm like asking myself these questions. I can't think of any, but I'll link a few really good author tubers and maybe even a good like few starter videos if you're looking to get into AuthorTube or BookTube or whatever you want to call it. Because I think now that I mention it, I think I actually got into BookTube first because I started watching book reviews, and then of course that led me to AuthorTube because authors' books, it makes sense. Let's see. Question number two: what genres do you write in? Um, I right now I'm writing a fantasy novel, but I would like to branch out and do some nonfiction and I don't know. I'll probably end up sticking with fantasy mostly because I love magic and working with magic and the the problems that magic presents and solves. So I think I'm going to have a lot of fun working in the world that I'm building doing that. But I would like I said, I would like to do some nonfiction and maybe play around and kind of see what I want to do because there's so many genres and I have a lot of life ahead of me. So there's no rush or no reason for me to stick in just one. Um, Question number three: what is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? Well, okay, so I kind of flip flop between writing present tense and past tense, but I think I prefer past tense just because it feels more natural to me personally, and I like it better. Point of view, I also flip between. Well, I flip between first and third, really. Well, the book that I'm working on now, I actually started it in first person, and then I had my husband read over it. This was like way. Wow, I've almost been working on it for 2 years. About 2 years ago, when I started this book, I had him read like one of the first drafts, and he told me that he thought it would work better in third person, and so I switched it, and I've kind of just been doing that ever since. I find it easier to work in third person because I like giving little bits and pieces of different characters instead of having it solely be from one character's perspective. And category of story. Um, I don't know. I probably drift towards adult books more so, like Stephen King, and it's really complex because while Harry Potter always has a really that's like my go-to when I talk about my favorite books. It has a very strong place in my heart. I've been branching out a lot recently, and I've been reading a lot of adult novels and really straying away from like YA and all of the younger ones, which kind of reminds me I've been wanting to do some. I don't think I'm very good at book reviews, but I've been wanting to find some more adult booktubers and like adult writers that I can follow. So if any of you have suggestions or anything, definitely hit me down below in the comments and let me know because I'm looking for people that are like I don't have a problem with YA or any of that, of course, because they're great books, but I'm just personally finding myself leaning more towards an adult. I am almost 25, so I guess that kind of makes sense. I'm at that age now. Let's see. Question number four. Are you a plotter, a pantser, or a plantser? Okay, so I totally started out as a pantser. Like, I wouldn't give any thought to anything except, okay, I'd give a little bit of thought to characters, but not so much their development, more so like their history and what they looked like and kind of like who they were. But I never really looked into developing those characters or moving further with it and or writing an actual novel. This is the first novel that I've been trying to write. And so I kind of doing that was fun and I liked doing that. And I think that pantsing definitely has its place, but I've started plotting out more and kind of thinking about, okay, well, where am I going to take this? Where is this going to end up? What kind of ties is this going to make loose that I'm going to need to, tie back up at the end? I'm trying to make it a full-on novel idea instead of just like, oh, well, I have a starting idea for a story and I'm just going to wing my way through it, which is what I used to do when I was really young. So I'm definitely still figuring out my writing style, especially since it's my first book I'm working on, but I'm developing it more and I'm finding that I'm definitely a very strong mix of both. All right, number 5. Are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? I am yet to be published. I haven't finished my manuscript. I'm about a quarter of the way through-ish with the actual manuscript, writing it, but I have pretty much the entire first novel planned out, and then I think I have a couple follow-up books that I want to write, but I don't want to say anything about that until I have like the first one solidly finished and complete, because don't count my chickens before they hatch. I have a bad habit of doing that. I made dark chocolate hot chocolate today. Well, a mix of dark hot chocolate and like regular milk chocolate hot chocolate. Hot damn, is it good. All right. Number 6. What publishing company, literary agent, and or printing company are you represented by or use? If you're not yet published, what is your dream publishing house and or literary agent? I don't know, this is going to sound so bad. I don't know if I have like a specific dream publishing house or literary agent or anything like that, because I don't want to set my sights on something or someone and then be crushed. Like, I know I'm going to get a lot of, okay, so I'd want to send my manuscript out once it's all polished and pretty and, edited and, all that good stuff, at least for the first part. I want to send it all pretty and nice to agents and, see what they think. And if I end up getting rejected by every single agent I query, then I will go the traditional publishing route. But I figured, why not give them both a shot? So I don't know, I don't have like a specific one, but I do want to kind of, I'll do more research when I'm finished with the manuscript. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, Question 7. What AuthorTube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? Well, this is probably the first strictly like writing / author related video that I've actually filmed, but I would like to start talking more about, I'd like to start doing vlogs, honestly, like writing vlogs, because I've been having a lot of struggles and I want to talk about it and see if there's other people that can, we can help each other through it. And I want to make this journey very open and available, because I wanted that when I started writing, and I've been working on this book for 2 years now, so it's been a lot of alone time and a lot of research, and of course my wonderful husband has been an amazing support and done more than I could have ever asked for him in supporting my dreams to do this. But to be able to reach out and create a community would be really nice. So like I said, this is the first kind of like strictly writing related video, but I'm hoping to add more. I have a tattoo one that I just did a few days ago. I have a couple of family related ones. I did a little bit of Vlogmas last year, which was kind of a hot mess, but maybe we'll readdress that this year. I don't know. I have kind of a hot mess mix of everything, so I'm still finding my YouTube little niche too, but I don't know. Oh, I also take requests though, because I'm always looking for good videos to film, so requests away. Question 8. When did you start writing? This specific world that I've been working in and these characters that I've been working with, I can't say like this book because I've scrapped this bitch so many times and started over. Like I'm at 20,000 words now, but I've done 20,000 words at least 3 times now. So I just need to fucking bite the bullet and do it. But I started this one not last November, but the November before that. So I've been working on it for about 1.5, almost 2 years. But I started writing as soon as I knew I could write, as soon as I was able to understand that stories could be told and that you had to actually put words on paper and books didn't just magically appear, which sounds very J.K. Rowling, but I have a very similar story to her in all honesty. But I've been writing ever since I can remember. Ever since I can remember, and I've always, always, always wanted to be a published author. So realizing that I can do that, whether I get published traditionally or not, has been a huge drive. And honestly, the biggest author tuber that's been the biggest drive for me is Jenna Moreci. Like, she's such a kick-ass bitch, and I love her, and she's truly the cyborg queen, and I will link her channel down below because I very highly recommend you go check it out. Question number 9. What was the first story you ever wrote? Okay, so I've been journaling and like thinking of stories ever since I can remember. I got a laptop for Christmas like eons ago, and basically all it did was have word processing, which, oh no, it was like no, it wasn't the 90s. It was like early 2000s at that point, but oh no, no, it was the early 2000s. Anyway, it was, a bare bones laptop, and all I could do was write on it. And I think one of the first stories I ever tried to write, oh God, it was a couple pages long because I started it, and it was about a kangaroo who's going to be an international diamond thief. I've never told anybody that before, not even my husband. So congratulations, entire world of the internet. You you now know something about me that I've never told anybody. But yeah, I started writing about a kangaroo. Oh God, I can't even remember her name. I can't remember. It was probably something like Diamond or whatever, but she's going to be a diamond thief, and she's going to be badass. Question number 10. What authors have inspired your writing most? Okay, well, I have to start out with J.K. Rowling, obviously, because, oh, my husband's calling me. Sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, so I think we were on question 10, the author, which authors have inspired me the most. I have to start out with J.K. Rowling because Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and because I'm in the U.S., was probably one of the first books that I vividly have memories of reading and of absolutely loving. I was 8 when I got it, and so it's been in my life longer than pretty much anything. So the Harry Potter series has been definitely the strongest, biggest influence on not only my writing, but my reading and just how I live life in general. It's been a huge, it and J.K. Rowling in that kind of era has been a huge influence on me, and I'm grateful for it. Another author that has influenced me has been Stephen King. I've read a lot of his books, and wow, what he just keeps coming out with them. I don't know how he does it, but he does. And the man is so fucking funny. I don't get it. He writes about the craziest shit, and he's fucking hilarious. Like, he is truly goals. I have to say that a lot of authors that I've been reading lately, I have my books over here. I'm trying to find some. Well, Dan Brown, too. Dan Brown's been a big one. And then there were a couple by Daisy Goodwin. There was Victoria by Daisy Goodwin, which I have to talk about because that really got me back into historical fiction. I have to do a whole video on favorite books, especially of 2018, because I've read about 20-some books this year, which isn't, great, but it's better than I've been doing. So, but that's a whole different video. But yeah, those are pretty much the authors that have been inspiring me. And like I said, Jenna and a lot of these AuthorTube authors that I will have linked below and everything, I haven't read all of their books yet, so I've been acquiring books and, you know, getting ready to read them. But a lot of their advice just on writing, even before I read anything that they'd written, really hit home. And so having a resource and a community like AuthorTube and YouTube has been life changing. Certainly writing changing, but life changing too. Let's go on. Question 11. Do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you can find the time? Kind of a mix of both, I guess. I usually just write when I find the time because I have kids and husband, and I'm going to be going to nursing school and all this crazy crap I have going on. But I like knowing that I try to take time out of every single day. I'll usually give myself maybe a day a week, a day every other week that I like don't pressure myself to get any words. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Um, but I try to just kind of like get it where I can. I feel like once a lot of this initial schooling chunk is over and we've kind of gotten into the routine of everything, I'm going to be able to actually schedule time and make sure that I can for sure have time every single day. But while things are so chaotic, I think that it's just right where I can. Like I'll probably write after I'm done editing this video and everything, you know. So I've been writing a little bit this morning. So you get it where you can, especially when you got kids. Question 12. Do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a blend? And where do you write in general? So I have kind of like the ultimate blend, I guess. I have my book on a thumb drive, and I transfer that between the Mac that I'm filming on right now and my laptop, and hopefully my future laptop because this one is probably about to die on me. But I also use notebooks for jotting down things, especially if I'm out and about and I don't have a computer right there. I'll jot down things or start writing a scene or, you know, do whatever I feel like I need to do. But I generally, when it comes to the actual drafting, I like to type because I type very fast. I can't write that fast, as fast as my ideas come. I also just I like being able to go back and edit and like really edit, and that's partly a problem because, like I said, I've scrapped this book at least 3 times so far, but I like being able to see the progress and change shit around and move things, and it's just harder when you don't do that on a computer, if that makes sense. So, yeah. And then last but not least, 13. What are you most looking forward to now that you're part of AuthorTube? I'm trying to grow my social media platform for a lot of reasons. I want to meet more authors. I want to meet more readers. I want to extend the community. I want to meet more people. I want to, obviously, when my book comes out, I'd like for people to be who are interested in it to pick it up and read it and tell me what they think. Like, I love YouTube. I've had my channel for, well, I haven't been filming steady for 2 years, but I've had my channel for about 2 years now, almost 3, I think. And I've wanted to like get into a steady filming routine for the last couple of years. And so being part of AuthorTube and having things to film like that and having like a constant flow of ideas from at least one creative outlet is going to be really healthy for me. So this is also partly for my mental health and my creative process. So yeah, it's just a mix of everything. And I'm really excited because all the people that I've met on the internet doing this, like reading and writing and everything, they've been badass. So I'm really excited to meet more people, and I love you all. But yeah, I think that concludes this tag, and I hope you had as much fun watching it as I did filming it, even though my husband called in the middle of it. But I will hopefully be, well, I probably won't be back this week because it's done. It's the last day of this week. It's Saturday, the day I'm filming this, and probably the day that you guys will see it. But hopefully early next week, I'll get a chance. I have a nursing info night, so maybe I'll do a vlog or something. But I will see you guys next week.